Do you know the color of your heart at birth? Doctors say that it is red, but I believe that I grew up with a green heart. I won't be surprised when I hear people saying this belief of mine is insane. In this world, environmentalism is like a beer to many. They drink, and then alcohol goes to their head. After that, they will speak like a politician campaigning for elections, or like a drama star declaiming in a primetime show. Soon, their speech is slurred and slowly their senses fade. Tomorrow, they will be drinking coffee to kill the hangover. And finally, they are back to their normal selves again, forgetful of what they have said. I differ from those people. However, life with this green heart is, so far, pathetic. Every time I ride the more available ordinary bus, I am bound to smell the detestable odor of waterways, which became a septic tank for excrements dropped by illegal settlers who are pardoned, instead of being given a decent housing and livelihood. I also smell the gray poisonous fart of automobiles, especially of those that are poorly maintained. Every time I tread on sidewalks, I nauseate in the stench of urinated walls, dirty public urinals, as well as the uncovered garbage bins and the pile of plastics and rotten things blocking the street canal. What a filthy world. While others are immune, my senses desperately yearn for the sweet scent of flowers and the revitalizing breeze of green fields and blue seas. Unlike the harmonic and well-organized beauty of pristine Mother Nature, there we have this painful sight of attention deficit billboards, slums beside ugly commercial spots, traffic jam, horrible queues, and congested paths where people walk briskly like provoked zombies. They are used to the stink. They are absorbed by other things which for them are more urgent and more important than taking care of the earth. The poor are busy making the living for the day. Many politicians and corporate leaders are restless in securing their positions, which at its worst encourages the widening of disparities. Like what I have said, environmentalism for many of them is just a beer. They grew up without a green heart. I might die earlier than expected. With money, I might be able to protect myself from the rebellion of the poor and escape the devastation of an ominous disaster, but I cannot dodge the deterioration of my health in the later days. Sadly, my sunset years might be on a hospital bed. Nonetheless, as a person with a peculiar heart lost in an apathetic society, I will be cleansing polluted intentions, even if I suffocate to death. I am brave because I have faith that I will be reborn in a new future world. I will ask the heavens for a world that I will not regret, even if I were to be born poor. A world where I can have opportunities to grow and improve the quality of my life. It is founded on the understanding of all rich families that social inequity breeds hatred among the poor, denying them of peace in the long run. However, this philanthropy does not turn the disadvantaged into leeches and parasites, but rather it ensures that the poor's offsprings will be productive and self-sustaining. The affluent families, even in foreign nations, will be willing to build a well-managed dormitory and provide quality instructional materials to keep the children of the deprived in the best environment for learning as early as possible. In this new future world, the poverty of the parents cannot deny their children of a decent life. Philanthropy and government subsidy enable the underprivileged mothers to afford prenatal health care. They also receive both the education and parenting, as well as the means to plan and control their family size from formal classes or community seminars. The entire population is small enough for nature and society to accommodate, yet big enough to support production and make the atmosphere in towns, neighborhoods, and homes lively. More importantly, the poor will no longer constitute the majority. Light and hope in the future emanate from the green heart, a heart colored by strong values for better environment and social equity towards the long-run improvement of the quality of human life worldwide and across generations. Will I fail to get this heart back in my second life? No. The transformation will be universal, induced by the society on every child born in the future. How would that be? Let us begin with the early months of life. The mothers of the future feed their newborn with their breast milk, a symbol of social equity and the supremacy of the natural, because it is something that contains nutrients at the best amount, even if it comes from a poor fellow. Mothers will have a community forum and network supported by public or volunteer medical specialists to answer the inquiries with regards to tending their child. The parents have enough time to spend with their young ones because they prepared for it, and their employers have sound policies on work-life balance. At the age of 6 months, when babies are ready to ingest solid foods, the parents will gradually introduce a wide range of fruits and vegetables to the diet. This commences the development of the first core values of a green heart, a pure or semi-vegetarian tendency that denounces junk foods and poor diet. This new dominant taste explains the fall, if not radical change, of food service chains that provide high-fat and low-vitamin foods. You know who they are? Thus, a notable feature of this new world is the rise of diverse and large vegetarian restaurants which work closely with an integrated and well-subsidized agricultural sector, free of thick layers of trading and inefficient logistics. The subsequent green values are infused to the hearts of the youth through the cooperation of the parents, educational institutions, environmental organizations, economic entities, and the government. Since preschool is the time when curiosity on the world is high, the best way of greening the heart at this stage is by bringing the kids to various places where they can experience the beauty and diversity of the natural world and local culture. Parents receive briefing before the field trip so that they will be able to guide their children's attention and facilitate learning by asking questions, making relevant comments, and incorporating environmental and cultural values to discipline. Poor preschoolers can join the field trips through funds from concerned organizations. With these agricultural trips, livelihood in the local level is kindled and reinforced by local governments who are eager in turning their domains into a tourism spot. Exhibiting culture in terms of local products, delicacies, places, floras, and faunas earns both money and pride for everyone. The government rewards innovative ideas and promotes them to investors. It invests much on roads, ports, and trains for easy and safe travel. Meanwhile, city pair demand is enough to allow point-to-point air travel. Fundamental concepts to understand and expand knowledge of culture and natural science are introduced in elementary school. Visiting museums, historical sites, arboretums, zoological gardens, and other places where the student can experience or observe concepts and principles taught in class maximizes learning. However, those parents who cannot afford field trips need not to worry much. Every lesson in science or civics starts with a demonstration. It can be an experiment, a game, short film, or an activity. The science organizations of higher level students focus on motivating their younger peers to explore a particular field in science and adopt its values. This calls for interesting activities and inspiring achievers. In particular, those who represent the school in science competitions will usually lead the organization, start a campaign, and share knowledge as much as he or she can. In secondary, education addresses the peril of narrow-mindedness, which is prevalent today. The students learn that both nature and society comprise the environment, that culture determines what nature means to people and provides imperatives and actions, that institutions have impacts on nature and vice versa. They take a closer look on how technology shapes the environment. High school is also the best starting point for environmentalists to manifest their advocacies and campaign for green jobs. They visit and hold a talk for a more comprehensive and interactive discussion of nature and society. In senior years, there is a closer look on how a particular specialization or domain of thought can affect nature and society for better or worse. In college, the concept and value for sustainability are carved on the minds and hearts of the students as they learn their course. The tertiary educational system trains the student to think strategically, to perceive the dynamics of the environment, describe future scenarios, and devise the most flexible strategy that will maximize long-term benefits. The discussion of environmental and social costs, along with benefits as determined by environmental and social scientists, is a required major subject in every degree program to be covered by licensure examinations. With this universal greening of the heart, I can be confident that the older people in my second life have built a city that will not nauseate me again. We will be living in towns that are not powered by coal, but rather by wind, water, and the sun. I will be visiting offshore wind power plants around the world in different economic regions. Electricity is so affordable that electronic cars and trains are commonplace. Furthermore, the waste materials of cities and industries are also used to produce energy. The extensive waste collection system in the local level is integrated to specialized energy companies. With regards to other garbage, funds for every industry has its own sustainability vision. The UNITER funds for the research and development of a sustainable technology that minimizes damage to the environment in both the manufacture and life cycle of their products. The city will no longer be a congested settlement. People are proud to stay in their provinces, each of which has sustainable communities of a particular character or atmosphere in line with the local culture. Business managers lead economic activities in different provinces. They strive to provide quality products and warm service, and to be able to do that, they attract the best workers through competitive salaries and incentive schemes with the Humanist Employee Development Program. They solidify their commitment through the development of a strong company culture and profound articulation of a green company vision and mission. If the poor are not captured by jobs in the tourism businesses, they choose to stay in rural communities to contribute to the agricultural, livestock, and fisheries sector rather than stay at inhuman areas like rivers or creeks where human wastes from shanties are dumped. They receive training not only from the government, but from businessmen themselves because the latter perceive it as an investment, if not charity. There is no longer a bad connotation for making a livelihood in rural areas. People in different nations watch variety shows where the idols or famous entertainment celebrities try their hands on actual agricultural tasks, also known as invincible youth. Moreover, the battle for the best tourist spot goes into TV, where advertisements of leading restaurants or native products are shown. Advertisements that directly or indirectly encourage bad diet are bashed. In the future city, every unutilized space has a plot or pot of shrubs and flowers. Vertical gardening characterizes walls. The green spaces are deemed holy, Every building, whether a mall or business hub, has a courtyard featuring fountains and plants where people can have a break or reflect. Treescapes are seen as a divine and symbol of honor. The network of railroads, highways, and streets constitute a well-planned vertical transport system. Beneath is a sewerage that connects to a filtering mechanism, as well as underground reservoirs that minimize flood and provide water for maintaining plants, washing cars, and the like. Ease of transport between cities, coupled by well-financed weather forecasting and well-known disaster risk management education, enable swift escape from disasters like floods and typhoons. Of course, the heavens will not grant the second life to those who are just drunk at the moment. We are not here for mere marketing and political stunts. The legitimacy of our intentions determines our survival and progress. Remember, the people with green hearts are the future superior form of human race because they are living with the godly mission of improving not only the welfare of all the people of this generation, but also the welfare of tomorrow's mankind, of other forms of life aside from us, and of Mother Nature. We cannot reach the level of a God, but with this broad and deep wisdom springing from a divine heart, we elevate man to a platform closer to the gods. Let us place this vision in the core of our soul and evolve into a society of green hearts. Thank you very much and have a good day.